A ver, no se me ocurre qué más hacen. Supongo que vamos a intentar decir nada ahora. This isn't really my problem. It's Saladon ground, so it's up to him, not to me. Interested in seeing any more of this unfold, I decide to walk out of the march. I take the elevator to the upper floors. I consider the stairwell, but it's not like I have anything to prove. Convenience wins out. No, esto también me va a llevar a un mal final. I know I should probably feel bad leaving Scarlet locked up like that, but I genuinely doubt there's anything I can do about it. From the way Celadon was talking, I'm not sure he can be convinced. Or rather, I think he decides to double down and can be convinced. These people are strangers to me. We just happen to be stuck in the same place. Maybe this is just me double down too. Either way, I am not going to worry about it right now, see? Final malo. I climb back into bed, hoping the residual stress of that experience will fade away in time. I don't get to rest for long before the door is pushed aside by a gloved hand. Why are you here? Their tone is flat, almost accusatory, but I can tell it's a genuine question. This is just how they talk. It's my room. Well, the one I woke up in anyway. I don't know, I feel like I can relax here. It's a little lacking in personality. Yeah, well, I can do magic like you. You could learn. I can tell if they are joking. They mount their side again, just to rub it in, I guess. You know, I don't get you. Most people will freak out and try to rescue Scarlet, but you just walk away. It's not my crown. What if I was testing you? Okay, did I pass? Not telling. Ted drifts out of my line of sight and over to the window. I roll over to face them. You don't even have any video games in here, aren't you bored? Not really, I'm kinda used to lying in a hospital bed with nothing to do. Ned lifts their mask up to look at me again. What was the hospital like? Can I ask? You just did. Well, I'm curious. The hospital was a misbah, I guess. Kinda mixed. Some days were nice and quiet. Some were miserable. I don't have much to say about it. Huh. Were you always antisocial? Or did being in the hospital make you that way? Good question. I wonder if I would have had a normal social life. Had I at least gotten to go to high school? There's no way I would have been popular, but I probably would have a best friend or two. That's what happens on TV at least. I had friends when I was a kid. But those relationships were kinda circumstantial. Just other children my age I could hang out with. In the hospital, I was always surrounded by people, but I was only a number and letters on a chart to them. Utterly replaceable patient, even to the ones who were nice to me. Dad considers my words in silence. That's pretty sad. You didn't ask just to make fun of me, did you? Nah, just curious like I said. Dad always seems to come looking for me whenever I go off on my own. Are they really just curious, or do they only want someone to whack at? They let me play GTA though. I can imagine they ever did that for Scarlett or Saladin. Actually, do those two even know about Death's room? Maybe I'm the only one who's seen it. It's almost like we're actually becoming friends. Is that something I should be happy about? I don't hate their company. I wonder if I'm allowed to ask what Death's life is like too. Will they even tell me? It's your turn. What? I told you a little about myself. Now you go. What I'm supposed to say? I don't know. Have you always been here? Secret. How did you learn magic? Also secret. Do you wanna be friends? What? Heh, caught them off guard with that one. You must be pretty desperate if you're trying to befriend that itself. But you're the one who followed me to my room. Are you sure you don't wanna be friends? What? I'm just... Saladin else is going on in my room, so I don't have anything better to do. Okay, I will hang out with you. Dad walks around the side of the bed, then takes a seat at the end, facing the window. They are like a cat. Imagine if they had a tail, it would be thumping the sheet lightly with annoyance. What should we do? You could keep trying to bet Reapers pick up. Anything but that. You think the game I made you isn't any fun? I guess I will give it a chance if there was a room for error. Losing after one mistake is brutal. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards, man. Or you could give me a shit button. What? But the order is the same every time. It will be showing you the answer. Well, what if you only show a few cards? But if I make it too easy, it loses replayability. Then just randomize the card order. That will make it more balanced. You weren't trying to make a game that was fair and balanced in the first place though, were you? Heh, not for a girl I wasn't. We continue laughing and chatting together for a while. Dad is starting to seem like kind of a normal person to me. They pull out the paintball and we take turns picking out cards in order to try to complete our run together. It's pretty fun as a co-op game, especially when you know your partner about to pick their own card. I never had anyone to play games with me like this in the hospital. Well, when I look around, I'm still in the hospital room, but it feels kind of warm and friendly now. I'm grateful to have this experience. We suffered a devastating loss after finally reaching the last suite. Then stops the game back in their pocket, promising me they will add new game modes next time. What should we do now? Donna, what do people normally do to pass time? You're asking me? Why do I gotta come up with everything around here? I'm technically a guest. That means it's your job to entertain me, right? You say this was your room? Yeah, but I'm still saying I'm your guest. Fine, I will entertain you. Wanna hear a ghost story? Sure. Dad waves her hand and a shade comes down over one of the windows. The room dims but not by much. They shine a light on the shade, then wave their hand in front of it. Shadow puppets? Shh, it's starting. Long ago, a kid named Mauve ended up here in the afterlife. He was one of the smallest to ever come here. His parents didn't love him, see? Oh. In the Real War, he had it rough, starved, kicked, and neglected. But he was a little grouper. All that traumatic shit he went through just made him strong, made him smarter than any other pampered kid his age. He didn't cross adults, so he ran away from all the other souls in the afterlife. One by one, those souls started disappearing. They had figured out the secret to revival, the secret to leaving this place. But Mauve wasn't interested in leaving. His life was shit, and being a kid, he had no power to change it. So he stayed. And everyone left him behind? Yep, they never even knew he was there, and he preferred it that way. Over the years, other souls started making their home in the afterlife like him. Mauve got older, braver. All that childhood trauma, he thought he was over that. He showed in himself for the first time, to his fellow souls who rejected the real world. Just like him. Having been here the longest, he thought he could become their leader, show them how to live. But those assholes ended up greeting him the same as the adults from back then. Oh no. Yeah, pretty heartbreaking. What a betrayal. But he didn't let it get him down. They all disappeared after that. You mean they revive? He will be rejected ever since he was born. He knew no one would ever save him. So instead, he punished all the souls who had something to go back to. Turned them all to ash. Some say Mauve's spirit still haunts these very halls. Boo! What? Don't scare me. You look so serious, I can't resist. Because you just got to the interesting part. Why did poor Mauve have to become a villain? That's because in reality, no one's nice like you. Huh? You think I'm nice? Just an example. He would have become a vengeful ghost if he hadn't been treated like shit his whole life. A tale of rejection, huh? But its setting is here. That story is... you made it up, right? Depending on if you believe in ghosts. Am I technically a ghost? This is the afterlife. Do you believe in yourself? Not at all. Damn it, Ash. I have never been able to make Death laugh a lot today. Well, I have been able to make Death laugh a lot today. It's almost like they like me or something. Anyway, I shall leave Donnie and Scarlett alone for much longer. Oh, right, the Grail. That is supposed to be the officiator, but they still came to hang out with me. Not that there's much reason to watch. Might still be a while before he calls it. I'll come with you. Stalker. You're one to talk. Dad continues to poke fun at me the entire way to the elevator. I must be fun to scare, because every corner we turn, they will do something to make me jump. Sudden movements, yelling gosh, pointing down the hall each time we turn a corner. Like, did you just see that? I wish I could say they didn't get me every time, but I'm pretty easy to startle. Not that I'm all that afraid of ghosts or anything, we are just messing around. I think Dad hasn't really had anyone to hang out with like this, so they might be a little excited. I know because that's how I feel, dude. I would have given anything to have a friend my age to run around the hospital at night with, when there was no one else around. Imagine the mischiefs I could have gotten up to if I was a little healthier, or less surrounded by elderly folks. Then again, if I was healthier, I will need to stay in the hospital in the first place. When we get into the elevator, that presses every single button. Gotta check every floor for paranormal activity, they claim. Used to ease my fears. I think they are stalling. Why bother checking in on Celadon in the first place? If he wanted to end the trial, won't he come crying to death on his own? But I guess it's their one job and all, giving people thrills. They probably have to be somewhat responsible. I wonder who they answer to, anyway. Gods? I'll have to remember to ask them later. Assuming we ever make it out of this elevator. When we finally reach the mall, Celadon is staring up at the wall of metal towers where Scarlet is. How you feeling, Donnie? Your conscience eating away at you yet? Miss Scarlet hasn't said anything. I know she must have fallen asleep, but that will be us, will it? We can sleep here. There's no way she will have just... Scarlet! That mounts their side, rising up to the tower they locked her in. Scarlet, you still in there? No response. It hasn't been that long, and I have been talking to her this whole time. Death grips back down to our level, then lands beside me. Shall we open it? Heh, she could be faking it. If we open it, she might attack us. Yeah, knowing Scarlet, I don't doubt that she will plan something like this. No matter how much it might worry us, we didn't worry over here when she got us in there to begin with. Do you think she's okay? Celadon's word may express concern, but his expression is hollow. Well, it's not like she got out. She's either ignoring us or Danny killed her. It's like Schrödinger cat. Until we open the box, she's both alive and dead at the same time. Oh, it's one or the other. Technically, she was already dead and alive, being in this afterlife. But she can be dead. Her hourglass wasn't anywhere close to running out. Celadon's right. It hasn't been that long at all, really. And even if her hourglass did run out, that said her soul will stick around. She just won't be able to revive anymore. Scarlet must be desperate to get out, so she's holding her breath, waiting for us to open the door, so she can escape. That must be it, right, Scarlet? Well, only one way to find out. Death flies over our heads once more, then knocks on the metal door. Okay, Scarlet, I will pause the crawl and let you out for a minute. Just stretch your legs and all. All you have to do is say the word, speak now or forever rest in peace. I don't think that's how the saying goes. Excuse me, Ash? I was trying to get Scarlet to correct me. Silence. Scarlet, are you there? Celadon and I exchange looks. If she's not responding even to me, then could it really mean? Okay, I'm opening it. When Death opened the drawer, dark black flecks of dust rained down, scattering on the pristine white floor, and Scarlet was nowhere to be seen. ¿Qué pasó? Se acabó su tiempo, Scipio. ¿Por qué? Porque se grindió. De eso depende la cantidad de arena que tengan. Por eso Donnie, ¿cómo se llama? Ha durado tantos años. She's gone. The drawer was empty. There was only ash. Puede ser. Ash, where Scarlet once was. Her soul turned to ash, just like in that story. Mav, the spirit that counted these holes, who punished the souls who had something to go back to. He had gotten Scarlet. No. Just like that, she was gone. Scarlet, who I had only just met this morning. Scarlet, who had taken the time to explain what this place was. She tried to help me. I ignored her. I turned away from her when she needed help. I thought it was none of my business. I didn't know that she would. Words failed me. Instead, I was gripped by guilt and fear. Scarlet. That was the one she was in, wasn't it? Where is she? It wasn't a different door, was it? Panic questions spilled out of him as I stared at the scattered remains of our friend. No, this isn't something you will let happen to a friend. None of us have the right to call ourselves Scarlet's friend. Congratulations, Celadon. There's a waver in their voice. I guess you win. You're giving it to him? What else I am supposed to throw at him? He went through with this one to the end. It's only fair, right? Yeah, fair. You win, Celadon. Why does that sound so shaken? They must not have expected this either. I won? Celadon's expression is just as distant and hollow as before. I won, my grab? I did it, Ash. After so many years, I can finally revive. I can manage a response. He's looking right through me. Death lets out of the marsh and down the hallway. No one ever won a grab before. You're off the first, Tony. Really? I guess all my perseverance finally paid off. He's smiling. But Scarlet is dead. The elevator will take you out of here. I don't know exactly how it works, so good luck figuring out. What? The elevator, huh? I never would have guessed. He's really living. He's really good to revive. Even though Scarlet's so sensible like that, Celadon is living with a smile on his face. Celadon steps into the elevator with the same backhand hollow stare. I can get back to my life now. And then he was gone. That Scarlet Mob got here, didn't he? That was just a story. Their tone is dark and assertive. You don't really believe in ghosts, do you? Come on, I made that shit up. Then why did she... What happened to her? Why won't you answer me? It is something you're not supposed to say? It is against the rules? Are you following orders from God? There is no God. Huh? Look around, Ash. It's just you and me now. We are the only ones here. Oh yeah. I guess that was silly of me, to think something like God exists. No matter how much I prayed when I was younger, I never got better. When did I stop praying anyway? Maybe when it became too painful to kneel at my bedside. I always found believing in a higher power to be a little comforting. It was a nice idea, thinking someone would save me if only I pledged my allegiance and asked. But that never happened. How silly. Scarlet didn't have anyone to save her either. She died so that Celadon could leave this place. Her soul is gone now. She's really just gone. Is the elevator really the way out? Yeah, why? You sick of me? No, What's gonna happen to me? What will happen if I don't revive? You worried about turning to ash? I nod quickly. Well, you are already ash. I'm serious. Sorry. Death flips their masks up and look at me. Alright, I will ask you this. Do you wanna go back to the real world? Or stay here? Okay. Supongo que para lo que quiera ahorita. I like it. I like it here. I can move around. I have energy. I'm not in pain. And I made a friend. I don't wanna leave you behind. Shut up! Don't say such embarrassing shit. But I'm scared. If I stay, will I end up like Scarlet? I don't want that. I can't take it. I don't know what I should do. In that case, let me ease your fears. Come with me. Confused, I follow them out of the marsh and toward the stairwell. I'm gonna let you in a secret. Death talks to me over their shoulders as we climb the steps. There are 3 ways to have your soul released from this place. The first is the elevator. Like I said, I don't know how it works, but I know it's the only path to revival. Is Celadon gonna be able to get it to work? Should we try to help him? Nah, it's something you gotta do on your own. We won't be able to solve it for him. Todavía nos estamos preocupando por Celadon. We reached the first floor. Ned pushed the door open, holding it for me. What's the second way out? The front entrance? Yeah, that could be Oblivion. I already warned you about that one. Don't know what exactly happened out there, either. But it can be good. I bet you will lose your mind. There's a lot of things that doesn't seem to know. More than I expected. The tear is despair. Is that what happened to Scarlet? Yeah. The pile of ashes with soft flashes in my mind. My steps slow to a stop as I try to process the image. Her soul was reduced to death. Death takes me by the hand and leads me to the front desk. Se me había olvidado lo del despair. That's not supposed to happen to you if your Orlas is still going. When you still have hope of reviving. My guess is, if you die in the real world, your soul can remain in this afterlife. So Scarlet disappearing act must mean, well, maybe her body unexpectedly shut down in real life, like by suicide or something. Don't say that, ya lo sabemos. Sorry, it was just an example. They bring me around the desk to the computer. They press the button to turn it on, holding a few keys down on the keyboard as they do so. I'm showing you this, but you can tell another soul. Got it? There isn't another soul to tell. In the future, I mean, promise? Yeah, I promise. They turned the monitor toward me. Lines of text slowly scroll out on the otherwise blank white screen. Ya grabes. Welcome to the afterlife. Please do not despair. At this time, your death is merely a social one. It is likely the world has not been kind to you. This space was created as a place of relaxation and recovery for lost souls. May it serve as your spite until you are ready to move on. Beware of an exit, for it leads to oblivion. This is the path of those who chose to abandon society and commit to isolation. To return to your life, you need only to enter the elevator. Carry the hope to connect to others in your heart, and the exit will reveal itself to you. Without love, it cannot be seen. We are praying for your peaceful revival. This is what you were supposed to see when you first got here. The crew of this place, I have to keep it under grasp, or else everyone start getting ideas. But since I freaked you out with my ghost story, I figured out I owe you explanation. What is this supposed to explain? I feel more confused than ever. I don't know where to start. Okay, well, I will answer whatever question you have, if it helps. Who wrote that message? Was it you? Nah, it came from before my time. Before their time? Is there more than one death? Who wrote it? Who is the we? Dana doesn't say it. That screen, though, makes this place unkind and welcoming, doesn't it? I note slowly. Whoever wrote it didn't think about the reality the souls they collected here will face. They created a type of hell, whether they plan to or not. Hell? Do they mean things were even more difficult when everyone knew this crew? What about the Grails? That's because I made them up. If that's true, did Scarlet die for nothing? I don't want to believe that. It says all you need is the hope to connect to others. Right, I never seen this supposed way out, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like. So it doesn't matter that Celadon won his grail. Hey, he heard his hint at last. I can solve the elevator shit for him. They broke him, and then Scarlet died. Isn't that murder? She didn't just die, she was killed. I asked the question I have been wondering about as soon as they showed me this secret. Death, why did you hide all this from everyone? Here we go. What do you think happened when all these social rejects end up in such a cozy place, free from the stress of their shitty lives? It's my job to make it miserable enough that they actually want to live. It is because of what happened to Muff? I told you, I made that up. Learn to separate fiction from reality, Dumbass. It's important. I need to know if you're doing it to try to help people get back to their lives sooner, or to hurt them. I don't know anymore. I give them grails, and they can choose between oblivion or figuring out the elevator on their own. I say most people who have come through here do actually make it out the elevator. Yeah, and I guess you warned me about going outside for a reason. Exactly. You promise I won't die? Yeah, you won't die. That's not supposed to happen anyway. This place is meant to heal lost souls, rehabilitate them, so they can prepare to go back to the real world and have a social life again. If it's supposed to heal us, then what about Scarlet? She's dead. Why do you care so much about her all of a sudden? Because she died. I could have helped her. I should have done something. I acted like it wasn't my problem. What's done is done. She sucked anyway. Why are you acting like you don't care? You have been nice to me. I know you're not a hairless person. Well, maybe you're wrong about me. I'm dead. I can relate to humans. I don't believe you. Why are you being so damn stubborn? You show me that message so that I will be able to live if I want to. Because you knew I was scared. If you were a hairless person, you would have kept the crew to yourself. If there's some other reason you decided to tell me. I mean, why would you care about someone like me anyway? To be honest, I kinda sick of coming up with grails all the time. You are? Yeah, there's only so many torture scenarios I can come up with before I start repeating myself. That Donnie was a tough nut to crack. I ended up giving him longer, more tedious growls, but that bastards never knew when to quit. Pain in the ass. I would rather just chill and play games with someone. And I don't know. You seems like the kind of person who will be down for that. Oh, yeah. That's the way I am, huh? That's the way I am, huh? I about other people, I about them, and then I have the nerve to act all sad when they are gone. It's not like Scarlett really cared about me either. We were strangers. That didn't mean to cause her to. They didn't expect that to happen. There was really no way around this. Yeah, I'll just pretend none of that stuff happened. We can go back to playing video games. It's either that or revive and wake up in my painful reality. And I couldn't bear that. Not alone. We agreed to head back up to my room for now. Dad will have to clean their soups later, but we don't have to worry about that right now. We can go back to having fun, playing more Reaper's Pickup or something. Maybe Dad will tell me another ghost story. Maybe they will teach me how to do shadow puppets. There's so many fun things we can do here together. Things that are only possible here. The elevator arrives back at the lobby with a ding. But when the doors open, you are met with another pile of ashes. Celadon. He didn't revive? I can pull my eyes from Celadon's remains. When people leave through the elevator, they haven't left anything behind before. Mauve is punishing everyone. I told you that's not real. How do I know that? How do I know you're not just saying whatever you think will keep me from leaving? It's not Mauve. But turning souls to ash, you say that's not supposed to happen. You said if they still have time left in their hourglasses, they are supposed to be safe. That message you showed me, it said this was a place of respite. It didn't say anything about this. So why? Why did this happen to Celadon too? I must be next, right? I'm the only human left, so I'm the next target, aren't I? No, you're not. How can you know for sure? How do you know that isn't Mauve? Because I'm Mauve. Huh? The person standing in front of me changes form before my eyes, losing the mask, the hood, the sight. Until they became nothing more than a scared teenager. I'm sorry. I keep telling you it was fake, but the story was about me. The boy who showed up here when he was a kid, that was me. But you're not a evil ghost. I must as well be. Look what happened because of me. That is really Mauve? 19. Más joven que Ashleigh. Wintergrave. That which mean they were never a Green Reaper at all. They pose as one, handling out grails, rewriting the rules of this place. The mask and those cheap-looking gloves, even the sight, all part of their facade, a safe. I had to start thinking they seemed like a normal people, and I was right. Mauve is just another soul who ended up here. A soul who has been here longer than anyone else. That's why there's so much they don't know. They have just making things up as they have gone along. I stared down at the pile of ashes on the floor. It's all my fault. I'm sorry. The reason they turn to ash is because that's what happens to people who have no connections left. With nothing to bring them to this war, their souls crumble to dust. It is really because you want revenge? No, I mean, I don't like these people, but it's not like I want them to die like that. Meaning, they are not a heartless person. They are just in pain, like I thought. This place, it's meant to unite the people who were forgotten by society. As if we can all get along just because we can relate over that fucking bullshit. I have seen groups come and go, people getting dissolution, hurting each other. I doubt if I'll never get to revive. Why should any of these assholes? I hated everyone so much. So you made up the grounds. Yeah, being dead and all, it gave them a distraction, so that they will get the hell out of here and leave me alone. But watching someone's souls crumble like that, even when I thought they deserve it, it scared the shit out of me. I glanced down at where Saladin once was. We did this to him. I'm sorry, alright? It's my fault. Let's take the stairs. Huh? We were going to my room, remember? We don't have to take the elevator. Mob gives a hesitant nod, then walks with me in the direction of the stairwell. I don't want to think anymore. I don't want to think about what happened to Scarlett and Celadon, or what could happen to me. All that matters right now is the person in front of me. Moth grew up in this afterlife. It turns out they are only a few years younger than me. As said, I thought they must have been at least 100 years old, but they are not. They grew up here, playing video games and browsing the web. That's not too different from how I grew up, being sick and confined to my bed most of the time. It made me think, no wonder we get along. If I stay here with them, maybe we could make things better for ourselves. No more death, no more growls, just relaxation and recovery, like this place was meant for. When we reached the door to my room, Mauve speaks up. You know, once this place emptied out, I didn't feel any better. It only made it that much clearer how alone I really am. Yeah, I can imagine. I can never revive, even though I'm not a kid anymore. There's still not much I can do about my shitty life. I'm black and trans. Our country's made it crystal fucking clear I'm not welcome in it, you know? Ah, that's right. I thought we'd all been calling that day because they were kinda mysterious. Well, it's like, when did you... I mean, the mob from your story was a boy. Oh yeah, once I became dead, I was like, you know what? Fuck gender, never look back after that. That's really cool. You think so? I could start calling you they if you want. I don't know if it suits me. Heh, no pressure, just how I will offer. We step into my room, my heart already feeling a little lighter. I think asking everyone to call me they will cause trouble for my doctors. What? Who cares about your shit doctors? Screw them. They are keeping me alive. But at what cost, Ash? Seriously. Do you think, how long will I last? Realistically, like, we never found Mariola, so... I mean, I told you before, you're not gonna kneel over the second it runs out. You'll be fine. What about yours? How much time do you have left? What, my hourglass? I broke it years ago, just to see what will happen. You broke it? Yeah, I just hated seeing it so full. As if my life still had so much potential. What a fucking joke. You haven't gotten tired of being in this place? Even after so long? Well, it's not perfect. The souls who end up here mostly suck. When you came along, I actually thought, finally someone normal. I don't think I am normal at all. Hey, neither am I. You know what I mean. Being able to love together like this. I don't want this feeling to end. Listen, Ash. This afterlife is like the one place I have any power. It's the one place I get to decide what my life looks like. That's why I don't wanna leave. I feel like safe here. Yeah, I know what you mean. My health is so much better. I can do so much here. I think it will be painful too. I mean, I don't want to go back. Huh? That's right. That's how I have felt all along. I was scared before. But if Moth can survive here for this long, maybe I can too. I wanna be like you. I don't wanna revive. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay in this place where I don't have to be singing anymore, where I can hang out with my new friend. What friend? Yeah, me. Yeah, alright. Staying in the afterlife is way better. Who needs the real war? Yeah, so how did you learn to fly and stuff? You think I'll give you away the secret of magic so easily? Come on, I thought we were friends. I'll teach you if you beat the Reaper's pickup. Hey, not fair. This is what I wanted. To stay in this place where I have someone to joke around with. Someone who makes my hospital room feel warm and cozy, rather than cold and isolating. Where I can feel like a person instead of a patient. And Mao doesn't have to be alone anymore either. I'm the only one who can help them. It feels so nice to be useful to someone. I have felt like a burden for so long. Mauve ups the game again and shoves it into my hands. I try my best to pick up the first few cards we memorize together. That's funny. My vision won't stay focused. Hey, pick up the next card already. Alright, which one are we on again? What's wrong with you? It showed it at the top. Why do I feel so tired all of a sudden? Hey, are you okay? I don't know. I set the game down on the bed beside me. That's when I see the state of my fingers. Mev, look. I show them my hands. It's happening, isn't it? What the hell? Why? It's way too soon for you to... Their eyes stop on my empty IV bag. Shit, was it that? In plain fucking sight all along? I felt so tired. I gotta lie down. Shit. I'm sorry, I could finish the game. No, it's okay, there's still a little left. We still have time. It's hard to think I can come up with a good response. Don't fucking die on me, Ash. It will be like I kill you too. My conscience fade in and out. I feel myself being lifted off the bed, then carried by something. The next thing I know, we're in front of the elevator. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna revive and it will fix you. It will fix me. Look, I don't know for sure, but if you're not getting better staying here, are you? But you're not getting better staying here, are you? How does this thing... this button. Okay, look Ash, just press this button and you'll revive. I can't. Sure you can. You scratch up and I look down at my hands. My fingers have scrabbled away. Muff, I can't. I'm sorry. Fucking hell. I close my eyes. I'm so tired. If I fade away now, will Muff disappear too? They will have no one's left. They will end up just like Scarlet and Saladin. And me. Stupid. How stupid, thinking I could live forever. Thinking I could live without pain. I'm so selfish. And now Muff will. I hear the elevator doors close. When I open my eyes, Muff is on their knees in front of me. You press it. We will revive together now. I know they weren't able to. Ash, I'm scared. Muff's voice is shaky. It sounds like they are crying. It's okay. No, it is not. I don't know how to live in the real world. I grew up here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do out there. Hey, that's alright. Neither do I. I grew up in the hospital mostly, so I understand how you felt. What are we gonna do? What the fuck are we supposed to do now? Let's play video games together. Muff turns to look back at me. I'm sure we can figure things out, as long as we have each other. The floor on the elevator becomes soft, yet prickly. Dandelions swirl in front of my eyes, making it hard to see Muff's face. St. Fellows Hospital, right? You remember. Just make sure you don't die before I get there. I'll cry. We sit together in silence, waiting for this game to end. Well, mostly silence. Muff keeps sniffling. Well, will we really be able to do it? Survive in the real world together, I mean? It's a nice thought, but I can't do very much to help them there. Can I? I'll be sick again. Well, sick, but still alive. I'm sure it will work out somehow. I mean, we might as well give it a try. See you on the other side, friend. Y ahí está el último final que me interesa. En cuanto al juego en sí, ¿qué puedo opinar? Bueno, este final como tal, qué caray. Se murieron los dos. Digo, al menos en uno me voy solo, pero en este... Sí, eso de irse sin nada. Sin decir nada. Raro se me hizo raro, pero bueno, supongo que tiene este cierto sentido. Sí son extraños, pero al menos son las únicas personas que hay ahí. Y sí, ya desde que se veía la máscara ya pensaba en eso. Ok, está bien. Es un juego cortito pero interesante. Endings, algo más. Quedamos que eso no me interesa. ¡Ay! Ok. Return to Ash. Siege Gallery. ¿Ya tengo todos? No, supongo que del final malo. Puede ser. Scarlet. Celadon. Y Death. Siguen siendo solo dos. Ahorita vemos. Pero estoy dándome cuenta que ahora están aquí todos. Lo cual en ningún final es posible. Ahora sí que como dicen, esto solamente podría pasar si las tres finales pudieran ser concurrentes de algún modo. Hey, thanks for playing Return to Ash. I'm Sophie Gray, Creative Director 2022. In the original concept, the player was supposed to choose between revival, revere, or rejection. Revive back to your same life with Celadon. Be reborn as a new person with Scarlet. Ahí están todavía esos conceptos. Or reject those options to stay in the afterlife with Death. Terminé simplificando todo esto en revivir o no, while keeping the theme of becoming someone new. I think Death evolved the most from that first outline. The grounds went from something you could choose to participate in to try to bankrupt yourself into a fake thing they came up with to torment people like Saladin. They were always the most reclusive of the bunch though, so you could only get close to them by abandoning everyone else. Exacto. It would have been cool for Ash to become a gripper in Graining and stay with them, but the lore changed to not really allow for that. I prefer the climatic return to reality anyway. They can be pretend grippers in the real world together. For the music, Dandelion. 40,000 palabras. Leí demasiado. Ok, me agrada. Un jueguito muy cortito. Aunque estos últimos videos, bueno, algunos de estos videos han sido más extensos, pero no quiero separarlos. Siguen la temática. Bueno. Muchas gracias por ver y hasta la próxima.